What up, fam? This is Doug, and today we're going to talk about authenticity. Now, I think we would all agree that you should be authentic, unless, of course, you're a jackass. And then maybe you should be, or at least we would be okay if you faked it a little bit and just acted like a decent person. But the problem with authenticity and what we've been taught about authenticity is that we've been taught things like to live your truth, to be your truest self. But guys, the problem is sometimes your truest self is kind of a jackass. Like there are times where the most authentic version of me would rather slap someone than to shake their hand, would rather be cruel and rude rather than kind and compassionate. And that varies. Sometimes my most authentic self is kind, compassionate, loving, and caring. And then other times I'd rather kick over a trash can and flip a table over. So how can we be authentic and still be consistent? Because depending on how well we've slept, how hungry we are, what else is going on in our life, our feeling of what is authentic to us in a moment can change. So what if we redefined authenticity? And it's not about living or being your truest self right now. It's more about doing what you know to be true for a long-term impact. So here's an example. If you had to get surgery tomorrow, let's say knee surgery, and your surgeon woke up that morning as you're getting prepped for surgery and you're signing all the waivers and you're doing all this thing. Well, the surgeon is getting up, she's having breakfast, and then she happens to have this massive argument with her significant other. And her significant other tells her that the marriage is over. Well, she comes into work absolutely distraught. Her mind's in 1,000 places, and she authentically doesn't feel like being at work today. Now, you have to get knee surgery and she has to perform it. And so how much would you want her to be authentic to how she feels? Because if she's authentic to how she feels right now, she's probably going to botch this surgery. I think we can agree that we would prefer for her to be a professional and do her job at the highest level of her competency instead of her quality of work going back and forth from good to bad depending on how her day's going. So authenticity isn't about how we feel. Authenticity is about who we have chosen to be and who we are choosing to consistently become. So my encouragement to you is to make the choice today for who you will be for the rest of the day and tomorrow, and then authentically be that person and do not be a victim of your emotions or the circumstances in your current moment.